Vedic way of life has been researched in the Indian subcontinent for many thousands of years. This way of life is a very scientific way of life in the sense that the Vedic science is a spiritual science. Not to play with words, but truly it is the science of the spirit, and it is the spirit of the science. And when we talk about the spiritual and the scientific parts of our life, we're really talking about two things. On one hand, science which relates to matter, explains how things work, but the science leaves behind a yearning for people to find out why things happen. And it's always the energy, the spirit, the energy behind the matter that makes things happen the way they do. Even though material science can very well explain how certain things may happen, it's only the spiritual part that can actually tie the actual action to the cause. In that sense, the way of life that was practiced for many thousands of years tied these two things together so that man could be not only successful in what he does, but not only be comfortable on the outside, but also be peaceful inside. So these workshops try to connect these two parts together. And in the Vedic way of life, there are many customs which today unfortunately has been reduced to rituals. And when the spirit and the understanding of the spiritual part is missing, the actual actions they have very little value actually. So we will look at some of these customs that we practice and see what is the spirit behind it, and make sure that we have an understanding of at least of some common things on a day-to-day basis. We can bring these two things together so that we can all have a very peaceful and successful life.